Okay. Hi everybody, before I get started, I just want to ask you a quick question. Can anybody tell me what all these people have in common?
They're all athletes.
Good job. Well, something you may not know that they all have in common is that all of these men regularly practice yoga or have in their careers to enhance their athletic performance. So I'm Madison, and I'm going to tell you exactly why you should believe that all athletes should practice yoga to enhance their athletic performance. So, even if you're not an athlete, or if you were an athlete, this is valuable information to you, because if you just work out, that's still considered some form of being an athlete, and you should definitely consider doing yoga because it really helps when you're performing. Like, it helps with your performance, and it helps increase your potential. Excuse me. So, I was a dancer and a cheerleader in high school, and my brother played baseball, and he played first base, and he was a pitcher, and we both started doing yoga because our mom made us. And it really helped both of us, my brother more specifically because he was in kind of a real sport. So it helped improve us a lot. Anyway, to help you understand why you should believe this is true, I'm going to explain how yoga reduces the risk of injury, increases strength, and increases your mental clarity. I'll also address two common counterarguments about this theory. So, first, I'll begin by talking about how yoga reduces the risk of injury. It's inevitable that with every sport comes injury, whether it's breaking a bone, tearing your ACL. There's no way to completely guarantee that you're not going to get injured. However, yoga can greatly reduce this risk. In a 2015 study by Catherine J.B. Curtis, she says that yoga is a promising mind-body intervention for improving health and well-being in a number of clinical populations. It acts as kind of an extra cushion, so when you do move too far, you stretch in the wrong way, you're less likely to tear a muscle, and it also increases the elasticity of your muscles, so it really helps reset your body after you put a lot of stress on it. Sabrina Growald, in a 2013 article called Using Yoga for Injury Prevention and Recovery, states that to stay healthy and active and engaged in sports, endurance athletes need corrective modalities to amend muscular imbalances, prevent injuries, and ensure longevity. Holding a yoga pose for a minute, like you doing a yoga class or in a practice, has an amazing ability to restore your muscles and rebuild connective tissue at a musculoskeletal level. So ultimately, it resets your body from even the bones. So next, I'm going to talk about how yoga increases strength. Heidi Christopher says in Shape magazine that no amount of weightlifting with free weights will give you the strength that consistently holding up your own body weight will. All the little stabilizing muscles that your body needs to stay on its feet, including all of your core muscles, are worked in yoga, and more specifically in yoga. And since it's such a different activity than just weightlifting is, you're hitting a lot of muscles that you wouldn't normally hit during that kind of training. So it is important because it's completely different than anything your body has ever done before, and a lot of athletes don't really think that. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. That's stupid. I need to focus on my training for my specific sport. But it really hits everything that your body needs to perform at its best. So they're really difficult, and they work your core a lot, which your core is something that's super important to your body, because if you don't have a strong core, everything else kind of falls apart. With modern technology, it's kind of obvious that most athletes are going to be spending their time in the weight room or the batting cages, etc. But it's really important to increase your flexibility and help build strength with your own body weight, because when you're out on the field or the court or whatever you're doing, you're just using your own body. In a 2017 study called Yoga for Athletes, Kelly Walsh says that strength without flexibility equals rigidity, and flexibility without strength equals instability. So that's kind of how flexibility correlates to strength, and yoga definitely helps with that. Next, I'm going to talk about how it strengthens the mind and just kind of brings clarity, and why that's important for athletes. So, all athletes need a strong mind in order to make quick decisions when they're playing a game or even when they are in training. So if you don't have clarity in your mind, or if you don't know how to bring clarity to your mind, it's kind of frustrating when you need to make a quick decision and you don't know what to do. So there are so many times, like in any sport, that people make the wrong decision because they're just kind of thinking quickly without any, quick thought process. So yoga can really help with that, because it is a mind-body intervention. It's not just about the body. So it's an important part that may contribute to the change in processes is mindfulness that's incorporated with yoga. and it's recognized for improvement in a variety of physical and mental conditions. Lisa Ryan, in a 2017 article, says yoga can also help us exercise our mind and find clarity. So you shouldn't just be exercising your mind or your body as an athlete. You should be exercising your mind as well. It's just as important. So now I'm going to address the common counter arguments that comes with this. One is that not everyone has time in their schedule, not all athletes, has time in their schedule to go to a yoga studio and take a class for an hour or however long they're offering it. And although that may be true, it's kind of invalid because there are so many ways to practice yoga at home, and some of them are only 15 minutes long. You can look on Pinterest or on the internet for flows and sequences, and you can watch YouTube videos with certified instructors, so it's really not hard to do it if you want to, and you don't have to be super committed to it, although that would help you reap the benefits better. You can do it every once in a while, and it will still help you. Another common misconception is that athletes need to focus just on their specific training. However, like I said, that's kind of irrelevant because yoga helps with everything, and it's kind of nice to break up the training because if you're just doing the same thing, working the same muscles every single day, the same motions, your body's going to get tired. So yoga kind of helps reset. So even if athletes are doing it, once a week, maybe on a Sunday before they start their busy week again with training, it'll really make a difference. So anyway, in conclusion, I've talked about how yoga reduces the risk of injury, it increases strength, and it increases the clarity of the mind. So next time you're playing a sport, whether it's an intramural or anything competitive, or even if you're working out and just trying to lose weight, gain weight, whatever you're doing, I hope you turn to yoga and it bends you in the right direction.